Good morning, if you're there. I don't think you can see me live on my channel. I do not know what's happening. Well, I'm going to go ahead and record this class and try to troubleshoot later. I'm not sure what's happened. I haven't changed anything. Okay, meet me back on my mat. So we're going to do a lot of work with hips and legs, strengthening the legs, but also the shoulders, the arms, and the wrist. Let's start out on our back. And a strap and a couple of blocks might be useful, but not absolutely mandatory. Let's just pause and come to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, let's reach long. Good morning, stretch. And as you exhale, draw your right knee into the chest. Keep the left leg active by flexing the foot. Do some circles through the ankle. Now open the right knee to the right and take the left arm out to the left. And take your gaze over to the left. And now bring your knee back to center. And you may want to look at the side camera for this next part. I'm going to pull the knee across and stack my hips. Now the right arm can come out onto the floor. And then take this right leg and see if you can work to straighten it. Any amount. And bring the side of the foot down. Now, if this arm's really hanging up here, don't let that happen. Bring your hand back to your waist. Bottom leg, bend the knee and reach back for the foot. Open up wide. So this is cat pulling its tail or something goofy like that. Get a nice stretch in the quad on the left leg. Nice hamstring stretch on the right. Now keep the legs like this as you roll back onto your back, and you'll end up with the legs crossed. So coming into a cow face pose on the lower half of the body. Lift the knees and then reach out there. Keep your feet flexed for your ankles and draw the thighs nice and close. And breathe. Nice stretch in the hips. You can wag your tail a little bit here, massage the low back. And then unwind and slide into a nice happy baby. So a nice gentle happy baby here to begin with. You can rock a little side to side. And then coming to stillness, maybe a little more opening in the hips. And drop your feet down. We're going to lift up into a bridge here. So hands next to hips on an inhale, lift. And once you get here, lift the head, tuck the chin, reach through the crown of the head, make some more space in the neck. Let's do just a rolling bridge. So down on the exhale, up on the inhale. Two more like this. Waking up the spine. One more. Now hold here and tuck the arms, clasp the fingers, and push the knuckles down. This might be enough, or maybe you want to lift your right leg up and straighten it out. And come down, and we'll take the second side. Left leg up, straighten it out. Both legs down, untuck the arms, And slowly come down. Get long in the spine as you come down. Pause here and just notice. Now draw the left knee up, extend the right leg out long. Maybe some circles through the left ankle. Open the left knee to the left. Let the right arm come out onto the floor and take the gaze to the right. Breathe. And coming back to center, we're going to pull the left knee across the body, stacking the hips when you get here. Left arm out on the floor, but if the shoulder really hangs and you can't support it with the floor, shorten that lever and bring your hand to your hip. Now once you're here, see if you can work to straighten the left leg. Reach through the heel. Bend the right knee, so the leg that's on the bottom, reach down there for your foot or your ankle and pull that close to your bottom. Get a nice stretch in the quad, the front of the thigh on the bottom leg, and the hamstring on the top leg. Breathe. Now release the grip on the legs, but keep the legs like they are. As you roll to the back, the legs will end up crossed at the knees. So if you can really seal the thighs, center your hips, and draw your knees up. Flex the feet, reach down for your ankles. And keeping the feet flexed will protect the knees, so you don't want to torque the knees as you're drawing the shins closer. You feel a nice stretch in your left outer hip. Breathe. Now uncross, take a nice happy baby, maybe a little deeper stretch in the hips this time. And you can play rolling, bending and straightening the legs. Come back to center. Draw the knees down, turn the toes out, and breathe. Now getting ready for a bridge pose. Walk those heels close to your bottom. Hands down on the mat, lift the hips, lift the head, tuck the chin, and reach up through the crown of the head. Open the shoulders. And we'll roll with this 3 times. So exhale, come down, touch down, inhale, back up. That was 1, we'll do 2 more. If you want to open the shoulders a little more, roll so you can really tuck, externally rotating the arms. Now the shoulder blades are really close to the spine. Lace the fingers, push down with the pinky edge of your hands. And maybe you lift either leg, reach up. Second side, reach up. Come back down. And as you come down, undo the shoulders and then reach with the tailbone. So I'm posteriorly tilting my pelvis as I come down. Be nice and long. When you land, the pelvis is flat. The lower back is flat. Draw the knees in. Take one more happy baby, but maybe this time you grab your big toes and see if you can stretch and straighten the legs. You can even rock here across the lower back. Now bring the feet together. We're coming into a bound angle pose on the back. Draw the ankles towards you. Keep the feet pressing into each other to keep the ankles flexed. Use your forearms to push into the thighs. Now float your feet down to the little toe edge of the feet. So I call this swinging bridge. So we're going to lift up into a bridge pose with the knees wide. And you kind of swing here because the knees are opened. And breathe. Maybe lift a little higher. And then come down again. tuck the tailbone and press the low back flat as you come down. Draw the knees into the chest. Come to an upright seat. Sukhasana. And find yourself here in this shape, in this relationship to gravity. We've changed things. Notice what's happening in the body. How does the breath feel? You feel the pressure change, the fluids shift. And open the eyes and turn the head left and right, keeping the shoulders nice and open and right over the hips. Now bring the chin down and then up and down and then up. Tip the left ear to the left shoulder. Swing up and over, right ear to right shoulder. One more time each side. And then bring the gaze back to neutral. Let's come over the knees and find table. We will be on our hands quite a bit, so just a reminder, wrists can get ouchy. There's things we can do about that. It's important that we bear weight on the upper extremities to keep the bones nice and strong, and strength and flexibility, especially the bones. Bearing weight on the bones signals those little bone cells to build more bone to support us. So pushing down into the mat, press more into the base of the index finger and base of the thumb. Spread the fingers wide and then grip the mat with your fingertips. So really active in the hands. And all of that will serve to support the wrists and shift the weight to the place on the inside of the wrist that's better suited to bear weight. Let's do a few cat-cow here. And then coming back to neutral, I want you to tuck the toes and find your way to down dog. Our first down dog, so those same principles apply to the wrists and the hands. Let's wiggle here, open up through the hips. We've done some pretty good hip openings so far. And then coming to stillness. Lift your right leg back and up, so three-legged dog. And then touch the right toes down. We're going to lift it up again 3 times. So 1, take your time. 2, and 3. And then find down dog again. Left leg back and up. Total of 4 times. First one, keep the hips square to the mat and touch the toes down. 3 more. And back down. Now we're going to lift the right leg back and up and bend the knee. Keep the hips square, shifting forward to a 3-legged plank. As you shift into plank, check on the wrists. Draw the knee towards your chin. You can round the back a little bit. Lift back and up, straighten that leg. Bend again, shift forward, 3-legged plank. We'll do that 2 more times. Last one. Meeting me in down dog. Swing that leg back and up and then back down to the mat. Second side, left leg back and up, bend the knee. Shift forward into 3-legged plank, knee towards chin. 3 more of these. Back to down dog, dropping that foot, dropping the knees, and coming back in child's pose. Reaching long with the arms, give the hands, the wrists, the palms, the fingers all a little bit of love. And then bring the forehead to the mat or stacked fists. It can feel nice to bring the forearms The upper arms right down next to the shins, next to the side body, and let the shoulders fall forward. Releasing the shoulders from all that work we've been doing. Getting ready for some more work. 3 more breaths. Now reach forward, press up into table. Think about the wrists again. So set that foundation, and then every now and then check back into the wrists. So we start moving and lifting and changing the shape we're in, but still bearing weight on the arms. It's easy to start losing good form, and you don't want the wrist to be sore. Now I want you to reach back with the right leg. We'll press through the heel, stretch through the calf muscle, and then lift that leg. Keep the hips square, bend the knee. Now come into a cow back, so a back bend, and bring the heel towards the back of the head, and then round the spine and bring the nose forward. Inhale, cow back, and exhale, cat back. Inhale, and exhale. One more. And this exhale, I want you to step the foot forward, help it out if you need to, and we'll rise up. Nice kneeling lunge. Let's keep the legs at a 90-degree angle. Open the shoulders. Bring your arms forward, roll the little fingers towards each other, and then lift the arms. Now palms can face each other. Take the left wrist and the right hand. Pull up, and then we're going to fold over to the right. Breathe into the left ribs. And then inhale back up. Plant the left hand on the mat. Take the right hand to the right knee and reach up. Now pay attention to the left hand, so those wrist saving principles. And then if you want a little more, tuck the toes of the left foot, press through the heel, and lift up into a low twisted lunge. Breathe. Now unwind and frame the foot. Drop the knee, come to table. Find your way to your belly. And then we'll do 5 rolling baby cobra. Tuck your chin. Let the back do the work. So let's float the hands. As you inhale, heart comes forward and up. Gaze follows. Keep the low ribs on the mat. Exhale, fold. 4 more. Inhale up. Exhale, float down. 3 more. Press back into table. Set those hands up. Reach back with the left leg. Come onto the ball of the foot. Push back. Stretch through the calf. Push down into the mat. So don't sink down into the shoulder joint. Now lift your left leg. Bend the knee. Inhale. Nice back bend. Heel towards the back of the head. Exhale. Round the back. Bring the knee forward. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. And on this last one, we'll bring that left foot forward between the hands. 90-degree angle in the legs. Legs are on railroad tracks. Inhale up. Reach forward. Roll the little fingers towards each other. Bring the arms up. Now the palms face each other. Take the right wrist in the left hand, pull up, and fold over to the left. Breathe into the left ribs. Inhale up. Exhale, float forward. We're bringing the right hand. Wrist is under the shoulder. Setting up for our twist. Pay attention to that wrist. Push the left hand into the left knee. Bring your torso into a twist. Lift up with the left hand. Maybe you tuck the toes of the right foot and lift the knee. Come into a nice twisted low lunge. Unwind, frame the foot, step back. This time we'll go into plank and hold here. Now in our plank position, think about the wrists again. Push. Shift forward so the shoulders are at least over the wrist, maybe a little forward of the wrist. We'll take 3 breaths here, building up bone in our arms and our wrists. One more breath. Now drop your knees, find your way to your belly. Reach behind you, lace the fingers like we did in our bridge pose. So shrug your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, and push the knuckles down. Tuck your chin. On an inhale, lift the heart. And then lift the fists away from the low back. Maybe you even lift the legs, coming into a nice locust pose. Shalabhasana. 3 more breaths here. And then exhale, let's release to crocodile. Stack the hands, separate the legs. Bring your forehead to the back of your hands. I'll keep my head lifted because of the microphone. As you bend your knees, then start to sway the shins side to side. And then back to center. Drop the shins and rest. Stay in this moment. And in this moment, we're resting. Be very skillful with your resting. As you're exhaling, see what places you can find that's holding on to tension and let it go. Take 5 more breaths here. Two more. Now bring the feet together and meet me in plank. Now drop your knees here, come to table. Walk the hands forward a little bit, so not our typical wrists under shoulders. I hope my mats don't scoot too much. We're going to tuck the toes and lift into down dog. We're going to put a lot of that together, the 3-legged stuff that we just did. So I want you to swing your right leg back and up. Bend the knee without leaving your down dog stance. Bring the thigh towards your belly and then reach back up again. Now shift forward into your 3-legged plank. Bring the knee forward towards your chin. Back and up into 3-legged dog. Now shift forward through 3-legged plank and drop the left shin down. Now we're in our 3-legged table. Lift that leg back and up. Tuck the toes. If they're not already, lift back up into a 3-legged dog. Let's do that again. Don't leave down dog. Bring the knee to the belly. Inhale back up. Shifting forward, 3-legged plank, knee towards the chin. Back and up. Shifting forward, knee towards chin, round the back as you drop the left shin. Inhale, the heel comes back up. Tuck the toes, 3-legged dog. One more like that. So thigh to belly in down dog shape. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward, 3-legged plank. Inhale back and up. Exhaling forward, knee towards nose, cat back, drop the left shin. And then cow back, bring the heel back and up. And drop that knee down. Let's come to child's pose. Wiggle the wrists. Kind of squeeze and release the fingers into the fist and into the palms. Let the forehead come down. Now reach forward. Let's come into table so the wrists are a little further forward than our typical table. Tuck the toes, lifting back and up into down dog. Lift the left leg back and up. Drop the heel. Without leaving your down dog, just bring the thigh forward towards the belly. Inhale back up. Exhale, shifting forward. Three-legged plank, knee towards chin. Inhale back and up. And moving through that three-legged plank, starting to round the spine and drop the right shin. And then arc the back into cow. Heel towards the back of the head. And lift back up into a three-legged dog. 2 more like that. Thigh to belly and down dog. Back and up. Shifting into plank, knee to nose. Back and up, three-legged dog. Moving through plank, knee towards nose or chin. Drop the right shin, round the back. And then inhale, lifting back and up with the heel. Tuck the toes, three-legged dog. 1 more. Thigh to belly, down dog. Inhale back and up. Knee to nose, plank. Back and up. Knee towards nose, round the back, shifting through plank, drop the shin, and then back into a cow back, and down. Let's take a wide child's pose this time. Bring the knees wide, lower the heart, circle the wrists, massage with a squeeze and release of the fingers. You can even grab opposite wrists and kind of get the knees going again. We're doing a lot on our hands today. If your head's turned to one side, lift it and turn it to the other. Come back to table. Tuck your toes and find down dog. And let's step forward to the top of the mat. In whatever way you feel like today, you can take a lot of little steps or big steps. Find your way to the top, bend the knees so much that your entire torso is supported on your thighs. Grab opposite elbows, let the head hang, let the arms be heavy, decompress the spine, and sway a little here side to side. Come to stillness, drop the hands onto the floor. Keep your knees bent this whole time as you round up, one vertebrae at a time, still decompressing the spine. And once you get here, reach up. Bring the hands together and exhale the hands home to the heart. Now notice this orientation to gravity. Things shift around. Bring your focus inward, that pratyahara, and feel what happens. Feel everything just shift. Coming to mountain pose, we'll do a little balance. We'll weave a couple of balance poses into this next flow. Shift your weight to your right leg. Lift the left knee and come into a standing number 4. And reach down with the left hand and kind of remind that left knee to push away and down. So you're opening through the thigh. Keep the left foot flexed. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you fold. Just breathe. And And we're folding at the hips, so not rounding through the spine, just folding at the hip creases, keeping the spine long and neutral. Now inhale, rise up. Come out of your number 4, but keep that foot lifted. We're going to step back gracefully into a lunge. So the ball of the foot back there, way back there. Bend the back knee and tuck the tailbone a bit. Shorten the space between the low ribs and the top of the pelvis. It's easy to really arc the back and flare the ribs in this one. Don't do that. And once you've kind of lined up the torso, you can reach through the heel a little bit more. Bring the hands to heart. Bring the hands forward. Roll little fingers towards each other. Swing the arms up. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Pull on that arm. And lean over to the right. Lateral flexion and extension. So my shoulders are still square with the front edge of the mat. I'm just side bending. Inhale up. And we'll take that twist. So a block under the hand can be helpful. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Take the right hand to the right knee and reach up. Pay attention to the left wrist. And you might want to scooch back with the left leg, coming a little lower. Now unwinding, drop the left knee and then lift the left heel towards your bottom. Swing the right hand back there. See if you can catch your ankle or the top of your foot and then rise up. It's a balance challenge, so we're in a bit of a twist. And stretching the left quad. Now release that foot. Blocks here can be helpful. We'll come into Ardha Hanumanasana, so half splits. Come onto the heel of the right foot. And using the blocks, kind of walk yourself back, keeping the spine neutral again, folding just at the hips. Toes towards the knee, squeeze the muscles of the thigh to the bone. Walk forward just a bit so you can bring the foot to the mat and bring a little bend to the right knee. Now this is going to be like a really wide pyramid pose, so working into splits. I used to be able to do splits a long time ago. Tuck the toes of the left foot, push through the heel. Now we're coming, you can check the side camera. It's just a nice wide pyramid pose. And breathe. Now bend the front knee and step it forward. It might take a couple of hops. Arrive on an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Now pull your feet away from each other, swing your arms out, and now feel all the shifting that happens in the body as we stand. And let's take the second side. Weight on the left foot. Number 4. And take this balance. Remind that knee to stay reaching downward and out. This foot's flexed. Maybe you fold into temple dancer. And then rising up, stay balanced on the left, unwind the right, gracefully step back into a lunge. Bend that back knee a little so you can soften the ribs in the front, tuck the tailbone a bit, then reach through the heel. You may not straighten that back leg. Bring the arms forward, little fingers towards each other, reach up. Take the left wrist in, no, take the right wrist in the left hand. And we're gonna reach up and over to the left. Keeping the shoulders square to the front edge of the mat. Nice deep side bend. Use your breath to stretch those muscles. Unwind. Now we'll take a twist here. So a block can be nice under the hand. You can reach back a little further with the right leg. Take the left hand to the left knee, reach up with the left hand, lean back. Nice twist. And as you unwind, frame the foot and drop that back knee. Getting ready for half splits pose. Come to the heel of the left foot. Draw the toes towards the knee and then fold forward at the hips, drawing the heel towards you without actually letting it move. Stay long in the torso. Spine is neutral. Let the heart lead the way forward and down. Breathe. Come forward just a bit so you can bend the knee and bring the sole of the foot to the mat. Tuck the toes of the back foot, lifting up into a really wide pyramid pose. And again, you can use those blocks to lift up, folding just at the hips, lowering the torso, striving for a neutral position in the spine. So it's not rounding, it's folding. Drop that back knee and come to a seated position. With the legs out long, let's come to Upavista Konasana. Hips are nice and open now. Again, folding at the hips, leading with the heart. Fold forward any amount. And if you have the flexibility to reach out for really any part of your leg, shins, toes, pull. We don't pull a lot in yoga. A little more work of the arms. And then rise up, find your way to your back again. And bring the feet wide to the left and right edges of the mat. Bring your arms out to the floor in the shape of a W or a T. A windshield wiper. Drop the knees one way and the gaze the other. Massage that low back. Let's do one more each way. Now walk the feet in line with the hips. We'll take a couple more bridge poses here, but maybe we can come up a little higher. Walk your heels close to your bottom. Bring your hands down to your sides, palms down. Maybe your fingertips can touch your heels. Tuck your shoulder blades. So open through the front chest. Feel the palms, feel the soles of the feet. Push down in both of those. Lift the hips as the hips rise up. Reach the knees forward. Lifting the hips even higher. Lift the back of the head, tuck the chin, reach through the crown of the head and then lay the head back down. So kind of flattening that cervical curve, but giving your neck some space and not getting all crunched up. If you'd like to tuck the arms even further, grasp the fingers, push the little finger edge of the hand down into the mat as you lift up even higher. Come up onto the balls of the feet and walk the heels closer to the bottom, and you'll probably have even more space. And maybe you even have room to bring your hands under your hips. Keep the thighs reaching towards each other. Keep the neck nice and long. And slowly find your way back down. But reach through the tailbone. So feel the movement of the pelvis. So it was really tilted anteriorly. Now we're moving through neutral into a little posterior tilt to bring the pelvis, the sacrum down flat. Release the feet. And come to Shavasana. Whatever shape that takes for you this morning. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Letting the breath wash through you. Witnessing the breath slowing down. Perhaps even sensing the beat of the heart as it slows and comes back to rest. And begin to deepen your breath. And start some wiggling. And start some movement. Reach long if that feels good. I can't imagine that it wouldn't. And draw the knees to the chest. And maybe a little rolling around on the low back. And then come up to a seated position. I don't know why the live stream didn't show up on my channel. I can't see the screen yet to see if there's anybody on there. I doubt there is. I don't know what happened. So if you're watching this after it's been archived, I'm working on it. I don't know what happened, why I'm not live anymore, but thanks for visiting whenever that was. Have a peaceful day with peaceful thoughts, words, a heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste.